I've just filmed this, the entire script. Guess what? I didn't press record. Now it's late, I'm tired, I've been entertaining a 5-year-old in lockdown all day, but I really wanted to make this video, so here it is. Whilst 2020 has been the shittest year on record for most, it has been a good one where geeks are concerned, especially with all of the technical releases, more specifically, camera releases. This isn't a new release. This is the Sony A7 III, a mirrorless full-frame camera originally released back in February 2018. And this is the Sony A7C, a mirrorless full-frame camera released late 2020. In fact, only released a few weeks ago, and this baby was on pre-order because it's new. I love it already. Today, I'm gonna be looking at how the new Sony A7C differs from its predecessor, or what I'm calling its predecessor, Sony A7 III. Before I do that though, I'd just like to say thank you for clicking on this video and watching it. It means a lot. If you're new around here, my name is Scott. I like to make videos. A like on the video would be good. A sub to the channel would be amazing. And I will just now get on with the video. Now I'm the proud owner of two of these, the Sony A7 III, and only two because I found one on Facebook Marketplace stupidly cheap. So when this was announced, I was rather excited, and specifically by one feature, but I'll come back to that in a bit. The Sony A7 III and A7C are very similar in terms of spec, and also, having said that out loud now, they're also very similar in name. A7 III, A7C, A7C, A7 III. I'm a poet, I'm not gonna go there. Most of the differences are within the physicality, within their body. When this was announced, it was announced as the smallest full-frame mirrorless camera on the market. So there's the obvious thing that we're gonna have to talk about first, I suppose. It's small. But what else makes that one different from the Sony A7 III? And why would you look to spend the extra on either of the cameras, especially when the A7 III is a 2-year-old camera? Well, the answer to that is, I don't know. That is something I'm hoping to learn during this video. Let's start by looking at the headline specs of both cameras. They're both full-frame mirrorless cameras. They both utilize the same Sony E-mount lenses. They both have the same 24 megapixel sensor. They both shoot 4K at 30 frames per second. They both have a 3-inch LCD screen. They both have in-body stabilization, and they're both weather sealed. So looking at those headline features, they're the same camera, right? No difference?
Right? Wrong.
The A7C is lighter across the board, and also measuring in at 124mm width by 71 height and 60 depth. It weighs 509 grams compared to the A7 III weighing in at 650 grams. So it is quite a bit lighter. And although the body is smaller, it still houses and holds the same Z battery that we're all used to, which in fact it also yields a better performance from. And I'm guessing this is due to some newer technology or something, because you can get 740 photos out of this one compared to the 610 out of the A7 III. The second main difference, and the one which excited me the most, was this. The flippy out articulating screen. Oh my gosh, I am in heaven. I love it. This, although wouldn't seem a big deal if you don't film yourself, trust me, it really is. Being able to see myself while vlogging and being able to frame up shots for videos, etc., is an absolute game changer. But is also very helpful when taking videos and photos in awkward positions, because I can get down low and position the screen, I can get up high and position the screen. Whichever position I am in, I'm getting a good clear view. So that's why I was so excited about the whole flippy flappy articulating screen. The LCD screens on both the cameras are 3 inches and both have the same 922 dot resolution, but the A7 III screen only tilts which was often a right pain in the bum and meant if I ever wanted to take the camera out and film myself, and I wanted to see what I was doing for that matter, I'd need to carry around a monitor with me, and then I need to carry around cables for that monitor, and then extra batteries and blah 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 blah. The third difference worth mentioning is the Sony A7C only has a single SD card slot. A single SD card slot right here. Whereas the Sony A7 III, this one has 2 SD card slots right here, which is extremely useful for duplicating and thus backing up the footage in camera. Or you also have the option to shoot photos to one SD card and videos to the other. So it is very, very useful. Now, whilst I've never had an SD card fail on me, it has always been reassuring to know that I do have that duplicate and backup captured in camera. So if you don't go with the A7 III, but you do go with the C, remember it is only a single SD card slot. So make sure you are backing up little and often. Now, the fourth main difference worth mentioning in this video is the autofocus. Both cameras do have the same 693 phase detection points, plus 425 contrast detection points, but the A7C can now real-time track and eye track in video mode, not just photo mode, which is amazing. But also it's worth mentioning, this has the newer focusing algorithm, which is the same as in the new Sony A7S III. And apparently that's claimed to make the autofocus tracking even more reliable than it was on the A7 III. Now, there are a few more minor differences between both of these cameras that I could talk about, mainly the USB being 3.2 on the A7C and 3.1 on the A7 III, meaning the transfer speeds are going to be a bit faster. The viewfinder on the A7C has a whole extra dot of resolution, but the mechanical shutter on the A7 III is much, much faster. So being an older camera, it still has that benefit, which may be a consideration for you if you generally film a lot of fast moving action or take photos of said fast moving action. Now, to me, there's nothing else worth mentioning that would make me consider purchasing one of these over the other, or that's worth mentioning and yapping on about in this video anyway. So let's summarize. You're looking at the A7 III. What are the main advantages of the A7 III? It has a larger viewfinder image, the faster mechanical shutter, dual SD card slots and thus a greater peace of mind, and there's likely more discounts and deals to be had because it has been around longer. Now, the main advantages of the A7C, the flip out flexible LCD articulating screen, which I absolutely love. It's compact, it's lighter, the battery lasts longer, and it's more modern with 2.5 years of technical progress, which doesn't really mean anything, does it? At time of filming this, the new A7 III body only would set you back on Amazon, because I love Amazon, £1,745, whereas the A7C on Amazon would set you back £1,850. So class, in summary, I would say, unless the physical size and flappy out screen are high on your priority list, then it may be worth saving a bit of cash and buying the A7 III, because with that cash you could save, put that towards a nice fancy lens. Or if they are high on your priority list, then it's got to be the A7C, surely. But having said that, like I said, I have 2 of these, and I'm going to be keeping them. I'm going to continue to film on them because I have been using them for a while with 0 problems. I've never had a problem with the Sony A7 III. I absolutely love them, but I am looking forward to vlogging on this little baby and being able to frame myself up and see what's going on. This could be a contender for the new ultimate vlogging camera, especially as it has the same body as the A6600, which was my previous champion. So a video to come on this shortly. Now, as always, if there's anything you want to know about either of these cameras, hit me up below, bruv, along with any other comments, questions or feedback, and I will do my best to answer them and try to help you because I'm just a nice guy like that. So as always, don't forget, a like on the video would be great, a subscribe will be even better because it does help me out. Thank you, and until next time, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, internet.
Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed on me? I thought what it